Hello YouTube, hello! We're back, of course. And today we're going to be talking about the new patch and the important things that we have to talk about, obviously. The important things that happened in the patch is a lot, actually, so we're going to go over them. So, number one, the most important thing that happened, that was also a universal change, was that heat regeneration was just cut from the game. Heat regeneration is all the way cut, so it no longer regenerates heat on any character. I think there's only one exception with a taunt or something, but doesn't matter. And the example I'm gonna give is Law, and you guys can see it there as well. Law, whenever he does nunchucks, usually would regenerate heat, but he does not do that anymore, so his combo routes need to be changed unless he is okay with wasting a lot of heat by doing those combos, which is a very, very fair nerf for everyone. A lot of characters also got affected by this. It wasn't just Law, but Law is the best example. Let's go next. Next is Bryan. So Bryan's forward 1+2 actually got nerfed. And forward 1+2 was a very, very strong move that was also a parry, and still is. But right now, forward 1+2 is -9 normally whenever you block it instead of +5, which was a very, very big difference when it comes to frames. And on parry, it used to be a lot of plus, very high plus, and now instead of that, it's 0 on a parry. So on parry, they can still retaliate if they parry you and you still block it, right? You can still retaliate, they might do a 1 to 4 G clef maybe, right, because it's 0, but it's way less plus now, so they won't be able to pressure you as well as they used to. Very, very good. But also what got changed was the on-hit property for both situations. When the hit property happens, let's say at the wall, you won't be wall splatted anymore, which is amazing. But you have to remember that Bryan has a taunt. And after the wall splat happens, a taunt Ogi will happen afterwards, and if you do stand up and tech roll immediately, you might get taunted. Like a taunt back 4, for example, which is also something I'm going to show in the example, right on the screen. Okay, that's about Bryan. Let's go next. Next one is Feng. So Feng's 3+4 in heat got nerfed. It used to be a +12, now it's +7. By the way, when I'm saying 3+4, that also includes back 4 3+4, which is the move I'm going to be demonstrating right now as well. So back 4 3+4 is a very, very important move for Feng because it's used a lot. And sometimes you'll get hit by it, sometimes you will block it. But whenever you will block it, the situation is way better for you now. Because now what you can do is you can down jab a lot of the very scary options. So down jab is possible, and you will avoid something like a 2 option, a high option, and a low option that it would normally be a mix-up because of the +12, but it's now, since it's +7, it's way, way better to do the down jab option. But you have to remember that Feng players will still have a way to beat that. The easiest way to do that for Feng players is gonna be their back turn 1+2, which will wall splat you at the wall, which is the most common situation you will see this move used in. Next, let's go next, is gonna be June. So June's forward 1+2 with recovery finally got nerfed, and now it has 9 frames more with recovery on whiff when there are forward 1+2 whiffs either in heat or outside of heat. So with the demonstration I'm giving right now, you can actually sidestep the move and confirm it visually and then try to whiff punish it. So Bryan, as you guys can see, sidesteps, waits a little bit, like sidewalks and waits a little bit, and then does forward 4, which is also a slow whiff punisher, so it's way easier to whiff punish now, which is very good because forward 1+2 is a very strong move. Another nerf that June did get is that you can throw it now, but that's not that big of a deal. The big deal is the whiff recovery that I'm showcasing. Next character is Leo. Leo forward 2-4-3 in heat or in lightning glare in general was a very, very strong move because it was a plus, and after the plus frames, the Leo player could actually check you with stance 1, which was the most common option. But now it got changed and it's 0 instead of plus. What this means is that you can actually down jab every single one of a Leo's options if they go into stance. You can do that, that is possible. And it's way more consistent at the wall than outside of the wall. Depends on how good your down jab is as well. But yeah, one thing to keep in mind is that Leo players can deal with this. In the open, for example, they can delay their option and beat the down jab. The down jab is gonna whiff if they delay their option well enough. And at the wall, they can just not go into stance and low parry you. Or in general, outside of the wall, they can do that as well. But yeah, it's just good to know that you can now down jab the situation. There we go. Next is a big one. This is a very big one. The next character is Lidia. And we've all been waiting for Lidia nerfs, which she did, to be fair. I don't think it was enough, but let's discuss what happened. So Lydia's having a nerf 2, got nerfed from +6 with no pushback to +2 with pushback. I'm demonstrating it right now as well, and the pushback is decent enough for you to be able to backdash away or sidestep away. If the wall is close, the pushback won't matter that much, but you'll be able to sidestep and then block more consistently without getting clipped by some stuff. So the nerf on this is actually pretty damn good, but the move is still very strong because it's still a wall splat. It will still wall splat you, and it still has the same mix-up as ever, and it's still as fast. It's very, very good still. Okay, this is the simple nerf that she got, by the way. Next one are more complicated ones. So Lydia's 1+2 hold and the no hold got changed. The frames got changed. So it used to be +10 no hold, and it used to be +15 with hold. Now it's +6 and +10. I'm going to be showcasing it as well, obviously. And the same changes applied on a horse 1 with a charge or no charge, exactly the same frame changes. But what does this actually change for Lidia? Like, what are the actual changes? Why do the frames matter? The reason they matter is because of the no hold ones. Let's say you don't charge it, non-charge ones. Those, since they're +6, since they're +10, now you can power crush through them. And this is important because this is a universal thing that every character can do. Beforehand, you could only parry it on certain characters because it was +10. If you had the 3-frame parry, you could parry it. But now everyone can power crush it, so it's a little bit easier to deal with it. While also still able to parry, obviously. I'm going to be showcasing the power crush option so everyone can see that everyone can do it. How about the charge one? The charge one now is +10 and it has the same mind game as the non-charge one from the previous patch before this get updated. What this means is that even if they charge it, the mid afterwards is gonna be parryable as long as your character has a 3-frame parry. If your character has a 3-frame parry or better, I don't know if those exist, but a 3-frame parry or better, you will be able to parry it and then launch it. A good example of that, which I'm also showing on screen, is someone like Jin. Someone like Jin can actually parry it and then can or launch or whatever. And this parry works in both situations, as I already said. But you guys have to remember that good players will 100% delay their options or obviously use the high to beat you. So the high will just beat you no matter what, right? The high just beats you and it beats the power crush as well. But the delayed option is the scary one because if you do an instant parry, they might delay their mid and then catch you, and that might wall splat you as well. So you have to be careful. There's like a mini mind game situation here. You can adjust to it yourself, but yeah, it's still very, very good for Lidia. As I already said, I think Lidia is still very, very strong. I'm not too sure if these changes are enough, but we will see in the future. Next character is Lili. Now Lili is a very quick one, but it's a very important change because 4-4 3+4 variations of Lili in Heat got changed from +7 to +5. Why is this important? This is important because 4-4 3+4 variations, all of them, if you blocked it, you could not sidestep or do anything about a Heat Smash afterwards. It was impossible for most characters. Anyway, you could not sidestep the Heat Smash afterwards. Now the change is you can actually sidestep it, as I'm already demonstrated. So you block the FF 3+4 variation, and then you can sidestep afterwards and the Heat Smash is not going to track you. So this is going to be a really, really important change that everyone should know now. That's for Lili. Let's go next. The next one is Reina. Reina's down 2, 1+2, got changed by 2 frames. It used to be +7 and now it is +5. What does this change? So what this changes is that it is possible to down jab every single one of her options now. Every single one of her options it is possible to down jab, so it's going to be important to know this. There are some exceptions, like in the neutral, sometimes some stuff might not work depending on how good your down jab is, but at the wall it's going to be consistent, which is what I'm going to be showcasing. But you all guys also have to remember that it's very easy for the Reina player to bait the down jab by either delaying the option or do something else. Just bait the down jab, punish it, and you will be punished if you do it too predictably. But it's a good thing now because the Reina player cannot just start pressing 4 immediately after down to 1+2 and beat almost every single one of your options, or press 3 or whatever, right? So knowing this is very, very good. The next one is Steve, and this is the last one. Steve, back 1+2 in heat, no longer realigns whenever you try to sidestep it. I'm going to showcase this as well. So if you try to sidestep after blocking Steve's while running 2, you will actually sidestep back 1+2, not sidewalk, sidestep it, and it will not realign, and you'll be able to reliably punish it. Usually what this did was realign, and then you had to block it into a bad situation for you, right? Even though you stepped it. So this is a very, very good change, and after you step it, you can punish it normally, as I already said, and whatever. But yeah, that was it. That was it. The honorable mention goes to Clive. So Clive is someone I didn't mention, but Clive for the 1+2, for example, is not a heat dash launcher anymore, and Clive is one of the heat strings also got to there. It's punishable now instead of not punishable, but I didn't include him in the vid because I don't think his nerfs were that big. So yeah, honorable mention to Clive. But everyone, big thank you for watching. As always, I actually worked really hard in this vid. It's a little bit different, as you guys can see. So yeah, thanks for watching once again, and I'll see everyone in the next one. Till then.